Hi everyone, it's Liam here from Rating the Races. So I've got a selection in the Queen's Cup on Saturday, and I think it will go off a shorter price than this, and I think it will run a huge race, to be honest. You can see that the market is very unsure about who's running at the moment, because you've got the likes of Berkshire Rocco at short as 7 to 2, as big as 8s. You can go the other way, Max Vegas 7s to 4s. You can even come right down the bottom here and see Manu Ecord at 33s and as short as 12s. The horse I like is kind of smack bang in the middle, Tritonic. Now, Tritonic caught my eye. I really liked him for the for the National Hunt season. I thought he was going to run some big races in some decent handicaps this year. Didn't quite go to plan. They kind of didn't really make an effort. They went over fences. He won a novice handicap chase, and then he went to Cheltenham and he finished 5th of 6 behind Ginny's Destiny. But Ginny's Destiny, Grey Dawning, Trelawn and Krabilly were the front 4. I mean, all of those ran well, or were going to run well at Cheltenham, the Cheltenham Festival. Tritonic just had no chance against them. But he's entered here. So why does he catch my eye here? Well, if we look at his form, we can see that the last time he ran over this trip, the Queen's Cup is over 1.6 miles, was here at Haydock. He was at 1.6 miles and he finished a decent 4th. So let's have a look at that 4th placed effort. It was behind Post Impressionist, Caius Chorister and Enemy. So let's look into those. Post Impressionist on our ratings hasn't done anything since. That's not true. He went to Rose Hill recently in Australia. He won a handicap quite comfortably, winning a good prize, 74 grand over in Australia. He looks like a horse that was still ahead of his mark even in Australia. The 2nd placed horse, Caius Chorister, not come out since. Not true. Yes, he has. He's been to Saint-Cloud, where he's finished 3rd in a listed race, and then he won last time out in a group. She won, sorry, in a Group 3. Form's looking good. The 3rd horse was Enemy, who does have some form in the UK. Went and finished 2nd twice on the all-weather before going to Southall and winning the Winter Derby trial, beating Military Order, beating the Foxes. That's good form. And then went to Riyadh for the Group 3 handicap, a super lucrative handicap over there. Picked up 393,000 for finishing 2nd. For finishing 2nd, the horse picked up 393,000. You know, I'm sure they were delighted with that. So that race actually has huge form boosts abroad. So where were they? Australia. Caius Chorister was Saint-Cloud, France, and Enemy was over in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. So that the form looks good when you look abroad. If you just look on those British form lines, it doesn't look like it's had much of a boost at all. But it was very, very good form. It's back over 1.6 miles. Tritonic that day was actually running off a mark of 100. Tritonic gets to run off 97. So despite the form being franked, left, right and centre, in feature races across the world, Tritonic actually dropped a pound. The horse hung left that day at Haydock. This time it goes the other way at Musselburgh. I think there's plenty to like about that performance from Tritonic, that run from Tritonic. I think there's plenty to like over the trip, the distance. That is the trip, sorry. The track and the distance. He's got some decent form on the flat. He is a good flat horse. Anyway, so, you know, it's not like he's just had the one run. He's finished 3rd at Ascot over 2 mile 3. But he's back to a trip that I think is really, really ideal for him over on the flat. And I think that form was very strong. And it would not surprise me to see him run a huge race here at 14s, which you can get about Tritonic for the Queen's Cup.